You can do this with flank steak or bottom steak. What I've done is cut up the steak, as you could see, into little strips. We're going to make a marinade. What a marinade does is it really just penetrates the outside. So the smaller the strips that you have on your meat, then the more it will penetrate closer to the center of the meat. I'm using the Southwest Grill marinade, and I have 2 cups in there. The Kansas City steak seasoning, which here lately has been our favorite. I have a tablespoon of that, a tablespoon of the Worcestershire sauce, and then you need an acid. Now with this, you don't need both of these. So what I did was use the lemon, and these are just the little ones you get at the store. I have bought the big bottles of lemon, but these are fine. Can't get that label back on, but I was going to show you what they look like. Anyways, I did put about 2 tablespoons of the lemon in there. If you don't have lemon, you can use the apple cider vinegar. So, I've cut up our steak. This is actually 1.5 pieces, and I'll finish cutting this up. But the reason why, not just to penetrate the meat well, but there's lots of fats and tendons in these pieces and these cuts. I know flank steak is the bottom side of the belly, and you can actually see the muscles running in it, and it just can be very chewy, very cumbersome type of food to eat, very tough type of food to eat. So if you put it in a marinade for about an hour or so, it will help tenderize that. Now you do not have to put a marinade on your food for, hours and hours and hours. It's only going to get to the point that it is satisfied at a certain level within an hour or 2 with tenderizing the meat. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this. I'm going to add the rest of this first for our family. But this is what you're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and cover it with some saran wrap and then put it in the fridge for an hour, and then I'll be back to show you how we finish. This might take 2 hands. Kind of hard when you're holding the camera. Thanks for diving in with me. Be back in just a little while. Alright, we're ready to cook the steak now. You go ahead and use a cast iron skillet, and I've had it heating for a couple of minutes here. And on there, you want to do a combination of vegetable oil and butter. You can hear that already sizzling. And while that's heating up a little bit, I'm going to just do a couple pieces for demonstration purposes. But I have taken these out. I've let them rest for about 20 minutes because you want them to return to room temperature. And then I've dried them off, and I've taken off most of the seasonings just with a paper towel. So we're going to just put those in. And if you don't hear that sizzle, it's not ready. But I guarantee that this is hot and ready. Woo! All right. We're going to let that cook for about 2 minutes on each side. Now, if they're thinner pieces, you don't want to do 2 minutes. But if you go ahead and cook them around 2 minutes, and then you can flip them over and cook them another 2 minutes. And then if you touch the top of them after you've cooked them on both sides, they'll be rare, medium rare, starting to get medium rare. But after you let them sit and rest for about 10 minutes, they're going to be a good medium rare. They're going to be tender. They're going to have all their juices in them. So we just let it go through the process. I do have this. I cleaned this stove. I don't know what's on it. Everything shows up on the camera. I cleaned it with vinegar even. I do have this on 4. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down just a little bit. Oh, that's the grease when it's splattered. That second piece I put in, it's splattered. I've been cooking so long. A little bit of splattering doesn't bother me. We have a relaxed house and lifestyle. It'll clean up. Alright. Getting closer. And you don't want to move them around in the pan. You want them to get a good sear. That's one of the reasons why you dry them off. You want that to get a good searing foundation on each side. And then you just let the magic work in the middle. We're getting close. Yeah, it doesn't take long at all. Alright. And I don't have my tongs. I have a lot of cooks in my house, and the tongs are missing. I don't know what they could have been used for.